Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today, I got this special honor and pleasure of Mr. Darrell Forte. He's with the He Talks podcast. How you doing today, sir?
Doing good, sir. How you doing today?
Great. I want to bring him on because he is doing some fantastic things in our city with the, I want to make sure I get Birmingham Black Men Meetup.
Yes.
But you're doing an upcoming event on the 23rd, which is called, make sure I get it, the Self-Care Super PAC for Men.
Yes, that's correct. So Miss Shekinah Joy of the Purpose Joy platform, and she also is a therapist, is putting together a event this Friday, June 23rd at 6 p.m. at Polaris. It's really just a self-care event for Black men, or just men in general, particularly men of color, can come together and learn some tips and trades on how to really just promote self-care, make sure that it becomes a priority in your life, and talking about mental health awareness and some other key topics as well. And I'm excited to be a panelist on that particular event on this day.
Oh, great. And like I mentioned earlier, how did you come, what was your inspiration for coming up with the Birmingham Black Men Meetup?
Yeah, so really just throughout our time, I go on Eventbrite a lot to find events in Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham, born and raised. And one of the things I was finding, there were a lot of Black men and Black women, women empowerment summits, Black women entrepreneur events. And I found there were really a lot of safe spaces for Black men to really engage and connect, whether you're an entrepreneur or trying to find somebody about mental health and self-care. And as the old adage say, find a need and fill it, by the great A.G. Gaston, and really just wanted to find a need and fill it. That's my passion. One of the things that I did in college and something I'm trying to do now as a young professional is really just curate safe spaces for Black men, and have an awesome collaborator within Dr. Brandon Brown. And I do the monthly Black Male Meetups. We also do a yearly Black Male Summit as well that we did in February.
Okay, so tell me about the summit. What was some of the outcomes from that?
Yes, sir. We had probably about 200 guests at the summit. We did it at the Hilton downtown, right off of University, and really just wanted to come together for a day that Black men could find ways to empower themselves and empower the community. So we had some speakers like Jay Johnson. We had from College Prep U. We had the mayor come out and speak. We had District Attorney Danny Carr. We had my great friend Jason Perry, who's also going to be the moderator for the event on Friday. We had some great people just promoting Black men empowerment. And then the second half of the event, we brought about 75 kids from Birmingham Housing Authority, Fairfield Housing Authority, and the various schools around the Birmingham metro area to talk to them about conflict resolution, decision making, and just really how to be a young man as you mature into the next stages of adolescence and ultimately manhood.
Now, one thing I do like about your event, I think, whether things direct or indirect, it brings Black men together. You know how it is as we get older, we all have our own circles, and sometimes the professional circles and the social circles kind of intersect. So it's good to bring different Black men together that if they're not in each other's social circles or in professional circles, they can come together, and I feel like it's a great intersection.
I mean, that's really good. I think you hear the old adage, like the older you get, the harder it is to make friends. And we're literally trying to deconstruct those barriers in the Black community. And also, too, we encourage our professional Black men that you're looking for to build your social circle, but also your professional circle, because we know that your net worth is your network is your net worth. And really just finding ways to encourage your brother, bringing business cards. If you have a lawn care company or you have a business, pass those business cards around, follow each other on LinkedIn, social media. And just really just a safe space for Black men to come and meet other Black men in the city who have some of the same interests in mind. And we have a broad age range. So my youngest brothers are 18, some of my oldest brothers are in their 60s. So we bring together just people from multi-generational, multi-area, different areas that they come from, different incomes, different backgrounds, just to bring everybody together to really find ways that us as Black men can stay connected and hopefully do some common good with some of the programs we do throughout the year.
And also, I feel like, of course, you can have like therapists, but I always feel, and especially me as an entrepreneur, that just talking to other entrepreneurs is a way of my therapy. And I feel like us as Black men, we talking to each other because nobody else is going to know what we're going through like us.
Sure. That's good. Yeah, you're right. And it's a lot of times you struggling with something as a man, you're trying to provide, if you're in a relationship, you're trying to provide for your family or for your significant other. If you just some microaggressions that happen throughout the day that a lot of times we as Black men experience, it's good to just have certain spaces that exist that you can just kind of leave the mask at the door. As my Dr. J used to say, as my old professor at UAB, leave the cool pose, leave all that at the door. Like come in and just be you, be authentic and have conversations. And it's really healing. To see a level of smiles and joy and brothers who I see, like I follow on social media who may have an event somewhere and I see some of the other brothers from the summit or from the meetups come and attend their events. It's really just providing safe spaces, networking opportunities, and hopefully long-term friendships as well in these meetups. So you're right, it's healing, it's therapeutic, and it's just a good time to get bros together.
And finally, I want to talk about, as I noticed with the Zoom thing, your He Talks podcast. So tell me about that.
Yes, sir. He Talks Podcast is our podcast platform, and we got 3 pillars: life, legacy, and purpose. And we just talk to brothers from all across the country. We have Dr. Brandon Brown, who's my collaborator. Our last episode we had was the Chief Innovation Officer for TSA, which is Transportation Security Administration, Mr. Stephen Parker. And we really just talk about life, legacy, and purpose. What life led you to become the man you are today. Ultimately, what you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done, and how you live in every single day for a life of purpose. And we really just promote those 3 things. We want brothers, particularly our younger brothers, and even brothers in general, know that every single day you need to get up with a certain level of purpose, a certain level of drive. And no matter how insignificant you may think it is, the things that you do, the words that you say, the way that you treat other people is curating and building a lifetime legacy. And you are the only person who's the author and the narrator of that. You get the phenomenal opportunity just to live every day on purpose and on fire. So life, legacy, and purpose, that we do interview Black men throughout the country and talk about ways that just give encouragement, motivation, and in a sense also portray positive Black male narratives.
Okay, so finally, how can people get in contact with you and also final shout out for the event on this Friday again?
Yes, sir. If people want to connect with me, He Talks Podcast, that's on Instagram. They can find it hetalkspodcast.com. That's our website. If people want to go find out more about the event, we're on Eventbrite. They can type in Black Men Self-Care Super PAC, or they can follow Miss Joy on her IG page as well. And all those ways will get you access to be able to come out to the event. But again, it's about Polaris, June 23rd, this Friday at 6 p.m. We hope there'll be a packed out house and see as many brothers there, and all of us take some time to really just learn from experts about some ways that we can incorporate more self-care into our daily lives.
Yeah, and I won't do another shout out for Polaris because I just did another interview about an event coming up in July at Polaris. So I'm definitely gonna have to bring them on the podcast because they've been having a lot of great events coming up lately.
Yeah, it's awesome. And again, that IG page for Miss Joy is The Purpose Therapist, and that's how you can get information. A link for the event will be in her bio.
All right, well, Darrell, thanks for coming on today, brother. Looking forward to coming to one events, and then you guys sit down one-on-one as well and kind of chop it up a little bit.
Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. And I love the platform, everything that you do for the city. And you give me great motivation and inspiration to continue my aspirations for the podcast and the brand as well. So thank you so much for all that you do as well.
Oh, same to you, brother. And thank you all for watching. Please check out what's happening Birmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the audio version of this on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.